Hello again, here we meet again, and today I will speak about the level of our faith, the level of our knowledge. As many years of experience dealing with the public, I like to ask again and again the question to the crowd, if they can rate themselves from 0 to 100, in what category they will be speaking about faith in God, faith that the Torah is divine. And of course, I find all kinds of answers, but most of the answers that the people answer is in between 90 to 100%. Many people say 99%, some even say 100%. 100% it's not belief anymore, it's knowledge. They know already. There's a difference between believing and knowing. In science, believing means not knowing. If a person says, I believe in God 60%, it means he says, I don't believe in God 40%. It means I have 40% doubt. Even if he says, I believe in God 99%, it still means you have 1% doubt. 1%, it's a lot when it comes to doubt. When a person says 100%, he cannot use the word believe. He has to say, I know God and I know the Torah is divine. It's very easy to prove today that the Torah is divine. That's besides the point. If you know my website, divineinformation.com, I addressed every question that it's possible to ask. With God's help, I think we answer everything. We prove the Torah is divine, the written Torah, the oral Torah. We prove the purpose of life. We prove life after life. We prove all the, why righteous people suffer and wicked people sometimes it seems that they celebrate. We speak about marriage and raising children and what Judaism is all about, and many, many other topics, hundreds of topics. If you search for the truth, you'll find it. If you don't, you can have plenty of excuses, but really you're fooling yourself. Because later, who's going to have to pay the price? When we die out of here, we go, we'll stand in front of God for our trial. Each one of us will get what he deserves. Cannot avoid it. If that wasn't the case, maybe I wouldn't be here speaking to you. Since I care about each one of you, as we all have to care one for another, as Jews, we belong to the nation of God. The Torah say, you are my children, I chose you from all the nation to be mine. You are my children, children of God. What a title. If a person was clever, if he had billions of dollars just to get this title for 1 hour to be announced, he would give everything he has almost. To be announced to the whole world on television, on prime time, that God says to him that you are my son. Why people are not dancing on the streets? Why Jews are not dancing and happy? Because they don't believe in God. And worse, they don't even know that the Torah is divine. I would like to speak about it and prove that either one of us, almost with no exception, don't even have 1% faith in God and in the Torah. How do I know? I'll use an analogy and we'll all understand. If we were very thirsty and for 3 days we walk in the desert with no water, and now we know that we have 1 more day to walk until we get to a city, and in that city there's plenty of water. We are not going to die. We know we have a doctor with us and the doctor knows, don't worry, until tomorrow night we'll make it. We won't die. However, everybody understands that it's not comfortable. You're getting dizzy, drowsy. We're suffering. Yes, the head is pounding. It's not a pleasant feeling. But we won't die. That's the most important part here to remember. And here, all of a sudden, we find a little townhouse in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. We knock on the door. We see a person is opening the door. Yes, can I help you? We say, yeah, we're very thirsty. Would you be able to give us water? We're dying here. The guy say, yeah, I'm familiar with this problem. Many people get stuck here and they knock on my door. And I am the kind of person, I don't like to give things for free. But I also don't care about your money, so I have a game for you. What is the game? I have 100 cups of water. One of them has critical poison in it. If you drink that cup, you die immediately. But 99 cups, fresh, cold, clean water. And it's mixed. Here, try your luck. Now I want to ask you a question. Let's be honest with ourselves. I've been asking this question, who knows, maybe thousands of times in the last 15 years. What do you think? Do you think you would have the guts to pick up a glass of water and drink? I asked this question so many times. Only once one person raised his hand and told me that he would drink from the water. Always, everywhere, in different places, different cities, different languages. Every normal person would say, no, I would rather suffer another 24 hours and get to safe water. Why should I take a risk of dying? I don't want to die young. The answer, the question actually should be, if we are very thirsty and we have a chance to drink now, but there's only 1% chance there's poison in a cup. 1%, 1 cup out of 100. Maybe I lied, maybe the guy lied, maybe there's no poison, so it's not even 1% really, but let's say 1%. If there's 1% chance there's poison in a cup, almost nobody would drink from it. That's the right decision. I want to ask you a question. The Torah says 12 times that Jews must keep the Sabbath, Shabbat. It's an eternal covenant between me and my children, the nation of Israel, to sanctify them, to testify to the world that I created the world in 6 days, in a 7th day I rested, I did not create anything. You are my children, I'm giving you a chance to be like me. You follow this covenant, you keep it, I will give you eternal reward just for that. That's besides all the rest of the mitzvot, of the commandments. And the Torah says it 12 times in different places, more than anything else, besides loving the converts. Every other topic is not mentioned so many times. The reward for the Sabbath is tremendous. The punishment is impossible to understand. How can it be so bad? This is a covenant. Not that many mitzvot the word covenant was used for. This is the foundation of Judaism. According to the law, if a Jew does not keep the law of the Sabbath, he cuts himself out of Judaism. Many Jews, of course, don't know it. But that's the truth. You open Shulchan Aruch, the book of law. In 7 different places in the book of laws, of Jewish law, it says it. Mechalel Shabbat, someone who was violating the Sabbath, exclude himself from any holy ceremony of Judaism. Exclude himself from Judaism. And many other horrible things that I don't even want to use. My question to each one of us is, if you're honest with yourself, on a 1% chance there's poison in a cup, you didn't drink. But you have to agree with me that there's much more than 1% chance that the Torah is divine. Much more. Everyone agree, even those who criticize the Torah all day and all night. 1% chance, for sure you have. Why do you drive on the Sabbath? Why do you light the cigarettes? Why do you turn electric? Why you do all the things that the Torah says you cannot do on the Sabbath? Because you don't even have 1% knowledge or belief in the Torah. Nothing. There's no other way to explain it. Knowing if there's 20 or 30 or 50 or 90%, like most people say, 99% faith, knowing that God forbid you exclude yourself for the life of eternity, the damage is tremendous, and you're still doing it? For what? To go to the mall, to buy something, to drive to the game? Do it on Sunday if that's what you want to do. The Sabbath is holy. We will speak about the Sabbath in another conversation, not tonight. I wanted to bring the point up. If there is 1% doubt that this is poison, nobody takes the risk. There's much more than 1% chance the Torah is divine. The more you learn, the more you realize it's 100% divine. Nobody could write such a book besides the creator of the world. It's time to wake up before we miss the train. Thank you very much for coming.